Hello, everyone. Good morning. Hello, am I audible? I'm not able to hear anyone. Sorry. Yeah, good morning to those. But I'm not able to hear. Sorry, somehow. Can you? Okay. Can anyone else say like, am I audible and can you talk something like say good morning so I can listen my speaker is working or not? Okay. I understand I'm audible, but you guys are not audible to me. Let me try to rejoin. Yeah, am I audible? Hello. I have rejoined.
Hello. Yes, you are audible. I can hear you.
Okay, hi Titus. Thank you so much. Yeah, so have a good morning to everyone. And so Titus, can you? Oh, so this is as this is a big data uh, engineer program. So in this entire course, like we'll be having, we'll have to learn all the stacks and tools which will make us a real-time data engineer. And for that, in a short, like I have to say, like we shall know one programming language. So if it is a Python, it is easy. If not, we can go for Scala or Java as well. And the other thing is like the PySpark, the backbone of the data engine. So that we will going to learn. Apart from that, we have to learn the SQL thing so that we can discuss more about the data set while dumping the data and copying the data from different tables and all. And of course, some other points like Spark optimization kind of thing, the best way of coding, why we are using Spark versus traditional Hadoop things, or what are the real life challenges that comes while we are working in a project that will eventually come up while going forward. You want to ask some question, Titus? Or you want to tell something about yourself, like who are you and how you thought this program will be? What is your expectation? Something? Okay. You have some.
Hello. Hi, I'm Titus. So this is my mobile. I just connected.
Okay.
I'm a graduate student. I study masters in computer science here in the US. I'm in my final semester. I know a bit about machine learning algorithms, but I don't know much about data engineering, talking about the Hadoop and MapReduce algorithms. I don't know much about it. So that is the reason I joined. So I'm graduating this semester. So it is like 2 more months away. So looking for a job after this training.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
That's the only reason I'm taking this course.
All right. All right. Okay. Okay. So you want to be a data engineer, some sort of.
Yes, data engineer. Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever worked on like PySpark or something?
No, I have worked on Python, but I haven't worked on PySpark. No.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Mm, so as I said, like the entire course will be taking you from the SQL, starting from the SQL, then comes Python, and then we have to learn the big data frameworks, say PySpark and other things. Maybe we can check a bit about the cloud, where we have to come to know about Azure or some other cloud if we want,
Okay.
because the Azure
So,
data. Yes.
so about the cloud, I'm comfortable with AWS. So I don't know much about Azure.
Fine, fine. Because like in Azure, you will get the Databricks, and the Databricks things are evolving much faster. So
Okay.
if it will be good, like if you know a basics of Azure, I'll it will be happening over the session, and
Okay.
I just want to keep things like today as it is a demo session. I just want to let you know how it feels to deal with the data. So I'll directly like, can I share the screen?
Yeah. I have one more question, sir. There is one more question I have. So do we cover Scala in this course?
Like Scala and Python are two different programming language. Hence,
Okay.
same thing comes when we learn the big data tech, that is Spark. So when we learn
Okay.
Spark, we can learn with Scala or with Python.
Okay.
I think this in this course it is Python plus Spark, so it's not Scala plus Spark. But
Okay.
if
Okay.
if you want to check the syntax, it will be almost same as of Python. There will be some 2-3 extra keywords. Say, if you write df1 directly, you can write val df1. So some extra keywords will come, but eventually it will be
Okay.
kind of same. Yeah. Now,
Okay.
as per
Uh-huh.
the market, like the PySpark, learning PySpark is but bit easy, and it's having less confusions while writing the code. Scala will be a bit tougher, but
Okay.
both play significant role. Yes.
Okay. So it would be good if you just say like the differences between Python and Scala, because I don't know anything about Scala. So that is the only reason I'm asking.
Correct, correct. So Scala will be uh, like say it will have more like you have to write more codes, and it will not have
Mm-hmm.
much functionalities as PySpark. Hence, people are switching more from Scala to Python and Spark. Uh, yeah,
Okay, sir.
in Scala you have to write more of the functionalities by yourself, so you will have more of sort of control. What happened like in Python, when you learn PySpark, you have a Python API layer, so it takes it makes the entire Spark a bit slower than the Scala. So Scala is a bit faster as well.
Okay.
But
Okay.
as a beginner, if you start with PySpark, the syntax will be
Mm-hmm.
almost the Scala, so you can switch it to Scala over time by yourself as well.
Okay, sir. So,
Okay.
so it is like how many days does it take for the training, for the entire training?
Like as it is planned, it will be taking 50 days to complete the entire program.
Okay.
Five
See, I
zero.
have,
Hmm.
yeah, I have one more question, sir.
Yeah. Please.
So the coming week is like spring break here in the US. So we have
Okay.
so we have holidays here in the US. So it is like, can we start on March 20th or something? Because I am
Yeah.
going out of town, so I
Okay.
will
Okay.
not be able to
Hmm.
join the classes. So I don't want to listen the recorded sessions again. So it would be good if we delay the classes by 1 week.
Yeah. Yeah. That
Is it
organizer can comment on that.
okay? Maybe I'll talk with her then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay,
Sure.
I'll talk with her and then I'll let you know, sir.
Sure. That is
Okay.
not an issue. From my side, it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay from your side, right, sir?
Yeah. Yeah. Right. It is right.
Okay. We can start. Okay.
Sure. Uh, Let me share my screen. Yeah. Hope my screen is visible.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So I hope you have worked you have worked on Kaggle as well, like for getting the data set and all. For all the about Kaggle. Hello. Are you in mute?
Can
Oh,
you check the chat, please? I cannot talk. Like I'm in room right now with many people.
okay, fine, no problem. Okay.
So kindly check the chat. I'll be responding in the
Yeah,
chat. Okay.
sure, no problem. Yeah. So hope you know about the Kaggle, and as Kaggle, we can download any data set. Like most probably, we will find everything. So to be sure, to be like so, I guess you know Python as well. Yeah. So we and what about the SQL? Can you comment? Uh, Basics of SQL. Yeah, but okay. Fine. So yeah, let's explore something like what I did. I just now downloaded a data set, which is a house price prediction, as you know, ML. So it might come across while learning that. So first, what we do, and do you know about this Google Colab? Google Colab. Okay, sure. Thanks. So Google Colab. So what I have done, I have just started a new notebook of Google Colab. Here, what I have done, I'll just show you first, like how exactly it is to use the PySpark with some code when we are having some data set. So here you can see like this is the Google Colab, and here I have imported one data set which is house pricing.csv. Now in the yeah, it's no problem. You can use Jupyter Notebook as well. Jupyter is fine. Uh, okay, yeah. So yeah, let's come back to this. So what we have, we will of course will have some basics packages to install even in the PySpark, how it comes in the pandas and eventually other packages. So I'm just installing installing PySpark, and after that I can install some other libraries as well. So from PySpark.sql, I'm importing everything. Now, this is a syntax which you will see coming across. Like Spark session is nothing but the entry point of a Spark, where you can create a Spark object. You can see Spark session dot builder. It will build a new Spark session dot app name, whatever name you want to give it, because you can run parallel Spark sessions. So you can create multiple Spark jobs, and you can use multiple instances of that object over time. So this is the Spark session.builder.app name, and you are creating or getting. If it is already created, you will get the created version. Else it will create a new version of that particular Spark. Okay, so this is a Spark object, and this using the Spark object, you can read or write any CSV file, and you can deal with the CSV file over time. So just like as a pandas, if you are familiar with pandas in that way. So I have just imported the Spark library and imported the other libraries as well. Finally, I have created a Spark object. And after Spark object, if you try to read the house pricing CSV, which I have manually uploaded from here, you can use it with the keyword spark.read.csv. And here you have, before reading the CSV, you have some options like whether you want to read the header of the file or not. If yes, that will consider as a header, not as the first record. So if you see here, you can see a house pricing.csv, which will have some sort of columns, of course, and you can see there are date columns, price columns, bedroom, number of bedrooms and all. So you have all this data. Okay. Now, yeah, let's come to the number of columns. So when I am reading this, I'm reading this CSV file, and whatever I'm having after reading is the data frame. So this is called a data frame, where we have a data frame, because data is in frame, just a keyword. So how is df dot show? If in this data frame, after reading the CSV file, if I place dot show, it will show the initial sum of the records. You can see here, like it's showing first 20 records of the data frame of the entire data that we have read. Okay, so this is the entire uh, data frame that we're getting. And of course, we have so many columns. So what eventually comes after reading the data, we want to do some processing, we want to do some cleaning on the data. Okay, we want to make some new columns, we want to take some business decisions on those. So that is the main backbone of the requirement of the big data. The big data comes eventually when the data set is quite large. So when the data set will be very large, we will have to use some frameworks which will be uh, processing the entire data steps in a much smoother way. And even if it fails while doing some operation, it will rejoin whatever whatever process has already done, and whatever left, it will try to rejoin, and it will restart, not from the starting, but from the where it ends. So all these functionalities the PySpark is giving it, and hence it is much more utilized in the real-time projects, and we can use it in any of the future projects that's going to come. So if to summarize again, what we will going to learn in the entire thing is like SQL, and then Python a bit, then PySpark, which is the backbone of big data. Then comes maybe cloud, bit of cloud, and a real-time project, of course. So all this we're going to learn, and there will be open questions and answers. We can discuss anything, and it will not be like a stupid class. It will be always, we will be dealing with the real data, and we will be solving something which is really required in the real-time project. Okay, so like the as like just think like this is a data frame, this is the data, and we want to do some operations. Just give it a basic thought, like what is there. So we can see like in every date we are having different price. Oh, okay, don't discuss Hive, Hadoop, and many more. Yeah, we discussed that as well. This is the basic backbone I'm saying. Hive will be kind of SQL. Okay, kind of SQL, which which we can run in, say, in HDFS environment. And Hadoop, we will learn the basics, mainly the theoretical part, because we are not going to use it in the practice. And of course, some other thing as well, like scheduling a job, maybe creating a pipeline, all things which comes up, which makes you a data engineer. Yeah. So all this we will eventually learn. Pig, I'm not sure about pig. If it is required, and if it is we have bandwidth, we may cover it, but I'm not very sure. Okay, any other question? Yes, Amma, please. Yeah, we are good to start work. because the main things they are going to look is the SQL, Python, PySpark, and some cloud and some real-time project experience and the best practices, whatever we do while writing the code and the performance optimization uh, that will make your entire code look more smooth and work more breakthrough.
Excuse me, sir. How many days this class will run?
The entire like entire training program has been scheduled for 50 days.
Okay.
And each day maybe 1 hour approx.
Okay.
So it will not, yeah, it will not hamper if you're doing something already in parallel.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, thanks for joining. It is like a first time interaction happening with you. I was in discussion with Titus when you joined. Like I'm not sure.
I joined just before 5-10 minutes.
Okay. Have you seen like where I was importing this?
No, I have seen the lower part. Yeah, you have run this data frame and something you were saying.
Okay, fine, no problem. You can also put something in chat, and also you can discuss. You can unmute and as well as also you can discuss. That's both options there. All right. So yeah, it will be a 50 days course, around 1 hour if needed, extended, of course. Can you tell something about you? What is your name? Are you Manju? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah. Are you Manju? Like, is your name Manju? I have seen.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello. You are audible
Yes,
right
sir.
now. Okay.
Okay, just a second. Yeah.
No problem. Yeah. So we are going to cover all this, of course, and if needed, and if we have more time, we will of course cover everything. But yeah, overall, we will cover whatever things that makes us look good for new projects in the big data, especially in the data engineering side. So yeah, let's for an example, let's consider this is the entire data frame, entire the house house selling data, which is of course having some bedrooms, number of bathrooms, which will affect the price of the day of the house, number of squares, uh, square feet, area, floors, in which floor it is, whether what is the condition of the flat, whether it is new flat or old, even if it is new, what is the builder, what is the construction type, and all these columns eventually you will get, which will together decide the price of a house. Let's consider now what we want. I want a basic thing. What I want is like we have different cities, say Seattle, Kent, and Redmond, and other one. And I like just from a curious point of view, what some person wants to know, what is the uh, what is the what is the oldest oldest flat or say home present in this particular city. Looks good. So we have a city Kent, and suppose there are 20 uh, we have 20 house in the Kent according to this data, and I want to know which is the oldest built house. Okay. So what I will do, like according to the theoretical part, what I want to do, I want to group by the entire data based on the city, and whenever a city comes, I want to check, I want to sort the entire data based on a year built column. Is it good? Like I want to take all of the city one by one, and for each city, if we have say 30 records, I want to take the first record which will have the year built as the oldest one. So what I can do in the PySpark for it, I can create a window function. Window function is nothing. but it is a sort of function which will allow you to partition your to group by your data set based on a particular column. So we use the keyword partition by instead of group by in PySpark. And so we will divide the entire data based on the city, and for each city we will check the year built. Okay, and this will just create a function. It is not calling anything, it's not doing anything, it's just calling a virtual function. And using this function, we can, what we can do, we have the data frame house df. On this house df, we will call a function with column. It is a function of a PySpark, and this row number will be a new column that will be created over at the last, and it will be appended at the last. So you can see here is the row number. This, and what it will do, we know the row number concept in the SQL. If not, row number is nothing, but it will assign number values 1 to n, 1, 2, 3, 4, n in a sequential increasing order based on the records for each group by object. Each group by object in this case is like the city. So what we will do, we will create a house df dot with column, and we will create a new column, say row number or say anything, maybe ranking of house h per year built. Okay, this will be the new column name. You can see the last column, it will be renamed with this column. So you can see the entire data frame we are having as it is. At the last, we are having one new column, ranking of house as per built, which is how it, which is using, which is dividing the entire data on city and ordering by in the year built. So you can see in this data we have the city 𝐿𝐴𝐿𝐴 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times we are having 𝐿𝐴𝐴 as a city, and for in each city we have different year built. Here you can see 1950, 60, 60, 92, 2002, and 2006. All are in the ascending order. And here, if you see the last row that is getting created, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is the ranking of house as per the year built. So this is a small functionality that we have covered, we have shown in the PySpark, which will give you the ranking of all the houses. Okay. Now, why I'm looking for this? Suppose the person who is who is old and he wants to stay in a old flat, like he wants the old agriculture, old structure, and he is much more interested in that. He will look for those and he will search what is the price. If it is matching, he will be able to choose this. So this kind of functionalities, some of the real estate websites can give, where they can decide which city they want and what year they want, and they will see all the prices and they can book a flight. So it's some sort of functionalities that a website would want to add in future, and you can keep it. No, though it's not a very big thing, but I just want to show like how exactly it is, how exactly the real-time code will be, and how much easy it is to write. Like it's not a very big rocket science. It's just something you will learn eventually, and you will come and you can easily apply over time. So this is one syntax, and you can use in future. This is another syntax where you are defining a window partition and ordered by functionalities. So like this kind of small points will be there, and you can use all this for the real-time PySpark code, of course, with other things as Hive and of course the pipeline as well. Now, if you want to see, like I want to just let's consider this. Similarly, we can join some data frames if you want in the similar way. Say df1, like we have two data frames. Say df. Let's just make this entire data frame only. Now, this is the house df2, and we want to know the basic things of this. So we can give say columns. If we want to give columns, and it will show us how many columns it is having. It will return in a list. List is a type of data in Python, correct? So you will have all these columns. Now you want to know how many records it is there in this particular df. So you can copy this and you can create, and you can check dot count, which will give you the number of records in the data frame, which is 4,600. Okay. Now you want to know, is there any duplicates present in this house df or not? Like, so that maybe 2 times the same data is reinserted, which is not useful for your data frame, your data set. So better to remove that. So you can check whether there is any data duplicacy or not. You can say, if it is, just drop it. So that is the syntax. So you can write drop duplicate. Yeah. Now, so it is, what is it doing? If it is checking whether there is any duplicates, and if it is removing those, and whatever remaining it is giving. So if you want to check the count of this after duplicates, you can see still it is 4,600. So there is no duplicates found. Duplicates in the sense, it will take all of these values as a, and it will compare with all of these values. And if it is there, it is there. Now you want to see, say, how many bedrooms are there? How many bedrooms type of like maybe 2, maybe 4, maybe 10. I want to know whatever bedrooms values are there. I want to get into a list. So what I can do for that, house df to dot select. Select statement will select a particular column. So which column it is? Maybe say it is bedrooms. So I want to select bedroom column. If you want to run it, you can see it's still a data frame, and it was also a data frame. So even if you are selecting a particular column, that becomes a single column, multiple rows data frame. So it's still a data frame. And you want to see, you can use the show command for seeing the data. And as mentioned, like the show command will eventually show you 20 rows, but you can see more rows as well. Say if you give 50 rows, you can see 50 rows like that. Okay. So it is giving you the entire column of that house give to data frame. It is giving you the entire column, bedroom column. Now you want to know whatever the distinct values in this bedroom, so that I can decide my requirement is fulfilling or not. So you can call dot distinct. Again, it is, you can see it is still a data frame. So it is a data frame of the distinct values, the 10 values. So it will show only 10 values in a data frame. You can still again do a show to see a data frame values. So you can see that in this bedroom, we have 10, we have this many values, this many types of bedrooms. One is with 7, one is 3, one is 8, 0, and all. If you want to order by, you can give it order by like that, like that. So it is your choice. So you can see this information as well. Now, suppose you want to change the column name. Just for example, like bedrooms is not looking, giving correct syntax. Maybe I want to use number of bedrooms. Okay. So I will just rename it. Say I will just see house df2. Okay, dot show, which will again show me the entire data frame itself. What is the difference between the distinct and the drop duplicate? See, what will happen is like PySpark. Yeah, in PySpark, what happens? They have different functional functions for the same operations, and they are not removing the older ones. Okay, but they keep adding the newer functions with different function names as well. What I'm saying is, suppose in PySpark you have a functionality say drop duplicates. Okay. Later they have decided, no, I want to use distinct keywords. Okay. They will keep the drop duplicates as well and distinct as well. I'm just telling, as for example, in future also you'll be able to see. So they will keep appending new functions without removing the older ones. Now, what is the difference between the drop distinct and drop duplicates and distinct? That is your question. So drop duplicates is dropping the duplicates. So suppose you have 4,000 columns. Out of 4,000 columns, 4,000 rows. Out of 4,000 rows, 100 rows are identical. Okay. So if suppose 4,000 rows was named as the df1. Okay, it is having 4,000 rows. If you put df1 dot drop duplicates, it will remove this 100 rows, and it will from this 4,000 rows. So it will remove 4,000 rows minus 100 rows. So you will have a data set of 3,900 rows. This is the drop duplicates is doing here. So a drop duplicate, see, there was no duplicates at all in this entire data frame. Hence, it not removed any data. So after drop duplicates, still the count is 4,600. Okay. And distinct means what are the different values present in a particular column or in a particular data frame. So distinct is giving us a set of values. Set of values means set of different values. There is no duplicates you can see here. And drop duplicates is removing the duplicates based on the entire columns or based on the specified columns. Got my point? So drop duplicates is a function to remove the duplicates records. Distinct is a function which will show you only the different types of values in a particular column. Yeah. Now you can see date. In the real-time scenario, whenever you are dealing with any data, you will have to deal with these date things. So date time things, date thing, different date formats, different time formats, everything will eventually come up, and you have to know this. Now there is a, like in PySpark, all the functionalities that you have to learn mainly is the UDF. I'm just telling you what are the main things with column renamed, and it will be very, very interesting. It won't be a boring thing like we are just learning for getting a job. No, whenever you will write 2 lines of code, you will feel it is very interesting code, because the kind of work we will do is it will come more from the interest than from a boring thing. Okay. So which column will give you any column level operations you want to see. You want to add 2 columns, you want to you have a salary of say 2,000 and you want some bonus and you want to add these 2 columns, or you want your double salary and you want to check 2 times of 1 column, something like that. So just for an example, I'll show you. Say this is your data frame, correct? I'll just rewrite every time. So see, you have this data frame, and what you want whatever price they are selling. Suppose you want 20% discount on that. Okay, your budget is not this much. You want 20% discount from the seller. So you just going to give a call and you saying, I am interested in this property, but I am looking for this price. So in your case, what you can do, you can take a discounted price. So see this one. Where is the price? This is the price. You want a discounted price. Okay. So say later. Yeah. So let's create a new data frame. And with what I want to change the price. Say maybe I want a new price, or say discounted price, which will be 80% of the price. So it is a column level operation, because for each column values we want a new value, correct? A 20% discounted value. So in this case, we have to use with column functionalities, which will give us the column level functionalities. Okay. Now what is the price we want? So this is the discounted price. So the column name, it will be the discounted price. And what operation do we want? You want on this particular price, I want a 20% discount. So what is this? Say price. So this price column is of what? Is a column of this data frame house df2. So we can use house df2 and the column name. What is the column name? Price. Okay. This is the price, but I want 80% of that, correct? Because 20% discount I want. So 80 by 100. This will be the discounted price. So you can see you will have a column at last, discounted price. Okay, which will be the 80% of this. Okay, so let me do one thing. I will show only these 2 columns. Okay, I will not show all the columns. So I will show 2-3 columns to you. With the select queries, you can select particular number of columns instead of all the columns. Okay? So say you want price and you want discounted price, which is the new column we have created. Let's see this. So these are the discounted price you can see. So it was, say, so like this, you can have any columnar level operations in the data set. And finally, if you are a data engineer, what will be your day-to-day task? It will be like you will have to pull some data from different data sources. After getting the data, you will clean it first, because if you are pulling the data from, say, multiple sites, say if your data inputs are from 3 different sites or 3 different data seller, you have to first align the data so that you can combine the entire data and you will have a fresh data of, say, combination of 3 data sets. Okay. So first you have to clean the data, you have to rename rename the columns, and finally you will get the clean data. On this clean data, you can do some processing, and finally you will get into the you will solve all the business needs. And finally, what you will do with the exact business data, you will dump the data to some of the tables, maybe some SQL tables, RDBMS tables, okay, and which the business team will use for their further information. What is our main process? What will be our main task is to collect the data, process the data, do all kind of transformation, build pipeline so the data will be automatically loading from one place to another place. All this node, all this code, and the data integration will be there. And finally, the entire clean data we will save into an SQL table or some other places, maybe in some folder, which a data scientist might use for further verification, for further playing with the data. So this will be the entire data. So whatever code I'm showing you will be the code you will be writing as a data engineer for processing the data or for doing any sort of data. Now, in UDF is a concept that is the user defined function. What it will do is, like, in Python we have some functions, right? Like list to set conversion, maybe dot like length command, which will show you the entire list length, anything else. In PySpark also we have so much functionalities. Okay, I'll come back to this. So so in PySpark also you have so much functionalities. But what if you want to create a different logic and send a return? Okay, so suppose here in the price, or say anything, say this is a string column, and you want to see in whichever column CTEL word is coming, you will want to take only those records, else not. So this kind of functionality is not present. So you can create your own function, and you can pass one column or multiple columns, and based on the truth values, it will either take that row or not take the row. So in this kind of functionalities you can use using the UDFs. I'm just giving, this is very important for creating your own functionalities in PySpark, so that you can get any sort of return outputs, whatever you need. Okay. When I say pipelines, the pipelines it is like you have to load some data and you have to process some data. You can automate some data pipelines, so it will eventually schedule, say, every first Friday 9 o'clock morning, it will run automatically. Every day some pipelines are running. So in that way, I'm saying the pipelines, which is the basis of taking some data, processing some data, and finally dumping the data into some particular location. That is the what I mean from the pipeline. Okay. So we will cover SQL things as well, like how to join it, two different tables, maybe 4 different tables, and when we need to partition it, group it by, when we use the window function, when we have to deal with larger data set, what we have to do. Similarly, we have to learn a bit of Python, so that whenever we are writing code in PySpark, it is easy to understand. So say list comprehension, and some lambda function, some oops concept, some try and catch block, some asset statements which will validate our whether like whenever we are writing code, the good practices we always use asset statements, which will take care of the test case. Suppose you have done some transformation, you have joined some two three data frames. Finally, you want both the before joining the operation and after joining, the count shall be same because the number of rows shall not have changed because of this operation. So after that, you can write an statement, say asset statement, asset df1 dot count equals to df2 dot count. It means like the df1 count, the total number of rows in the first data frame and in the second data frame shall be same, and you can create another. Now what all the process will do, if it is failing in this case, it means it is not same, and the next lines of code will not execute. So sometimes we have to use this asset statements in Python. Similarly, we will see the Spark architecture. What is DAG? Okay, what is Spark lazy evaluation? Okay, what is the best practices? What is the performance optimization? How to deal with other things like we have say data queuing and say join operations and say Spark configurations where you will have the functionalities. Okay, to manage the backend of the PySpark, like it is using some memories, right? Say driver memory executors, which will run the entire functions. There, the concept is parallel processing in the data big data set. We have the main thing is the parallel processing. Okay, which will like we are breaking a big task into smaller tasks, and for each smaller task we have executors. Executors is like the workers who is working on a smaller data. So we have data parallel processing, we have DAG, everything we are having, and we will cover each and everything like this over the next sessions. So are we good with this, or shall I tell something else? The organizer can please comment.
Sir, what timing will today was the second class?
No. Today is just a demo class, I guess.
Okay. So what is the timing of the class and which days?
Actually, I will not comment over it. The other person who is the organizer will take care of all these things. You can discuss with them. What is your free time?
Actually, I'm in EST, sir. I can this time, like after 10 EST, I can join like 10:30 after 10:30, 10:30, 11 EST. Yeah.
Right now, here time is 9:20.
Yeah, it's 10:50 right now.
In your case.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can join around this time, like around this time.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. What about you, Titus? Are you there?
Like that also depends when you take class. If you are taking classes Saturday, Sunday, and Thursday, I am okay to join like at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. But if it is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, then
okay. So yeah, I think we are good in this time, I guess. Like
yeah,
maybe
okay.
yeah, but
Yeah. 10:30, starting 10:30 EST would be fine for me.
EST. Okay.
Yeah.
10:30 EST. It is 9. Is it AM?
It's 10:30 PM, I'm saying.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. EST to
If it is AM,
yeah, for
if
me
it
it is AM. For me it is AM.
yeah. So are you okay taking classes evening, sir?
I'm okay with both. But the morning it is good, better, because I don't have any dependency.
Oh, okay. Because for me, morning, I'm free all the time.
Okay, yeah, that we can discuss. We will discuss over what
Okay, no
you
problem.
can what you can do. You can tell all your timings. Okay, like whatever time slot you are free, you just give it to the organizer, and same
Yeah.
you also do, and same
Who organizer should I contact, sir?
Anyone who sent you the link?
I got this link from a group. I don't remember the name of that person.
We will discuss with you. Like whoever have connected, he will connect with you again.
Okay, yeah, no problem, sir. Okay.
Sure. Your name is Manju, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell a bit about yourself? Like what exactly you do, or who are you? Like what is your background, technical background?
Actually, sir, I am from information system background, but here I was mostly focused on project management kind of job roles. But like now I don't have any experience, so I am like looking to get into this technical like big data or data engineering kind of job roles.
Okay. You know Python or SQL?
Sir, SQL, I know basic of this. Like Python, I don't know how to code in Python, but overall, I can say I just know the gist of Python. Like,
Okay. Okay.
you know, I have taken some classes in Java, but I don't know how to code.
Okay. 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 We need
SQL,
we have
I know basic of SQL.
okay. Okay. Basic like joining some data to SQL table set list. Do you know joining of
I'm
tables? Like
sorry.
you have
Yeah,
to.
no, sir. Yeah, join inner, join outer, join.
Yeah. Okay.
All of this. That
Okay.
is what I know basic, not the intermediate or the advanced level.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Fine. No problem.
Okay.
We will
Yeah.
spend some time. We will spend some time. Yeah. In SQL also, in Python also, and of course more in the PySpark and all.
Okay. Okay, sir. Yeah.
Mhm. Can we start? Like Titus wants to start the classes from the 20th March. What is about you? Do you have any timeline or something?
No, sir. I can start like tomorrow only, from tomorrow itself. I think 20 March will be very late.
Okay, fine. What Titus, are you very good in Python, or like very in like as a fresher? What I said, what shall I consider? What how you rate in out of 10 in Python?
Sir, you are saying to me?
No, I'm asking Titus because like as you said, like you have not coded much in the Python. Titus
Yeah.
might be more familiar in Python, so we can start from tomorrow also for you, and we will better start Python first, and finally like till it comes 20th March, you will be good to go with Python at least. So you will be in the parallel benching with Titus.
Okay. Okay, sir. No problem.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
And further things we will discuss. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So maybe let me discuss with the coordinator as well. We can
Yeah.
start the classes from tomorrow as well, if needed,
Okay.
and we'll check further. Okay.
Okay, sir. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. How was it like when you seen the data set directly and you wanted?
Sir, actually, I'm not very familiar with PySpark, Spark and all, but data cleaning and all, I have prior used Talent.
Okay.
Like just a bit, like a few projects I have done. So this PySpark, I didn't understood much, but
Fine.
like I have never worked in PySpark. I have never seen that interface itself.
I understand. But like whether
Yeah.
it was easy to digest or it was like very tough.
Yeah, it was nice.
It was nice. Okay. Because like
Yeah.
when you will have to deal the real data, so before going to further so much of theory, like why not Hadoop, why PySpark and all, better I
Huh.
thought to show you the one data, and whatever you
Huh.
can do with the data, that is the entire goal will come in the future whenever you will join as in a project. So finally
Yes.
I have thought to show you a demo of that only, and
So,
finally
so,
everything will done, of course. Yeah.
so we will discuss about projects also, right? What projects we did.
Yeah, correct. We will do some projects as well, some easy
Okay.
projects or some intermediate projects as well.
Okay, sir. Yeah, sure.
Sure. Okay.
Okay. Yes, sir. Thank
Yeah.
you.
No, thank you so much. Is there any question? If so, your name is Titus or Vijay? Like, what's the letter? I'm getting a little confused. Sorry. Is it
Okay.
Vijay?
He
Or
can
Please call me
unmute.
Titus. It's Titus Vijay.
okay, I will tell you Titus. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Sorry.
No problem, no problem, sir.
Okay, sir. Then see you tomorrow.
Sure. Okay, we'll
Yeah.
discuss about the timing and all. I'll connect.
Okay.
For Titus, for you, like we may connect on 20th March, but let the coordinator decide the final dates. Okay. If it is 20th, I will discuss with Manju and will teach him the Python so that when we start together, everyone will be aligned. No one is like not understanding
Sir,
something.
there is one more girl named Prachi.
Okay.
She is not available today, I think, but she's also a fresher like in this IT field. So she also would like to learn Python.
Yeah, sure. So we will discuss on like that way. I think the team is getting like this meeting is getting recorded. So as he has not joined today, maybe he can see that and let's discuss further.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sir, sure. Thank
Sure.
you.
Thank you. No problem. Okay. So let's disconnect now and we connect the next schedule time.
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you. Yeah. He will share. The organizer will share. You can see one more person, right? He's the organizer. He will share everything. Okay. That is. Okay. Thank you. Bye. Have a good day.
You too, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.